Imagine a world when you can become anyone, where you could become a rock star, where you could become a TV star, where you could become this millionaire, that you can become that musician, that you can become that athlete, you would have that fit body, that you could become anything that you want. Brothers and sisters, I got good news for you. This is this world. This is this reality. We are living in this reality. You can become whoever you want. But, and this is the point of this video, it has a price. It has a price. And the question is, are you willing to pay that? Because guess what? If you're deciding to become someone, and if you're determined enough, and if you're putting in the hard work, then you will eventually get there. You will eventually get there. If you're doing anything for a decade, then you will become exceptionally good. Even I would say world class. Not in 1 decade, but in 2 or 3 decades, you would definitely become world class. Whatever business you're doing, whatever your craft might be, if you're doing it for 20 or 30 years, then you will become fucking world class at that. So why we aren't all rock stars, and why we aren't all millionaires and billionaires and so on and so forth? And the answer that I'm blessed to comprehend is discipline. We just simply know what the freaking hell to do. We are just simply choosing not to do them. We clearly know what to do. We clearly know the path to get there, and we are just simply choosing not to get there. So for example, how to become a millionaire? Start a business, do the business and do the business and just simply fail and iterate and fail and iterate and fail and iterate up until the point where you will have a business that is making $86,000 profit per month. Simple as this. And now you're now you have $1 million a month. Now you have $1 million a year business. This is it, like simple as this. How to get there? Start a business, fail, iterate, fail, iterate, fail, iterate, fail, iterate, and you will eventually get there. The actual the actual thing between you and that point is time and discipline. There are these two things, and the one thing, time, that will pass anyways. So the only thing that you will have the control over is your discipline, whether you're putting in the work or not. In a year from now, guess what? You can have the body you want, or you can become more fat or more obese. The choice is yours. Whether you're going out today to hit the gym and eat properly, or you don't. It is up to you. And every single day, guess what? This whole thing will just pile up, and this whole thing will be just like, it will start as a tiny snowball. And it will become like a freaking snow tornado at the end of the day. And this is the only thing, brothers. We can become whoever the freaking hell we want to do. We want to become. We just need the freaking discipline to get there. And it is up to us. Again, there are two things between now where we are at and where we want to get to. Time, which will pass anyways, and your actions. And your actions, the base stone of your actions, the moving forward stone, the engine of your actions, if you will so, will be discipline. Whether you will be willing to do the work or not. Simple as this. To go through the workouts every single day. To get through the work every single day. It is up to you, brothers. And this is the thing that I've been blessed to comprehend. Today morning, and this is funny that I'm talking about discipline, you know, today morning I overslept. And I woke up and I would say, in the last month, perhaps the worst mood to come out here and do my workout session. And yet I came out and I've done that and I got shit done. And I'm feeling fucking great and I'm feeling good about myself. And this is the place how I'm building this whole thing day after day after day after day after day after day, because I'm never giving in. And guess what? When I have the bullshit stories, now I know myself enough. When I have all the stories that, bro, you know, like, it's warm out there. You shouldn't supposed to be working that hard because, you know, like, yesterday you didn't eat properly, or maybe you ate too much. You're supposed to be just chilling a tiny bit. And when all this bullshit is coming up inside my head, I just know myself, because I'm building up the habits. And this is it. And this is how you are actually getting to somewhere. Not from watching the motivational videos, not to be pumped, but to actually putting in the work day after day after day after day. And don't be discouraged by watching it, you know, a guy on Instagram who got this Lamborghini. Bro, don't worry. That motherfucker had been working for the Lamborghini a lot. And to phrase up everything, brothers, this is what it's all about. The time will pass anyways. It is up to you whether you're putting in the work or not. And the last piece for this whole thing, to just round up everything, you have to pick one thing and stick with that shit, brother. You cannot do two things. You cannot do three things. You cannot become the rock star and the billionaire entrepreneur. It doesn't work like that. You have to pick one, and guess what? Stick with that. And that's the hard thing. That's the hard thing. It's not necessarily the hard thing is not necessarily to work hard every single day. The hard thing is to just stick with that. It is better. It is better to do half the effort, but stick with that shit with 10 years, than to push it with 150% intensity and just switching your direction every single time. And this is the harder part with the discipline. It's like, stay on the path, stay on the road. So brothers and sisters, this is a principle that had been helping me a ton. Before this, I've been jumping from business to business, from opportunity to opportunity, from craft to craft. And now I just realized this is how progress eventually happens. I cannot become everyone. I can become one thing. I can become world class, but I can become world class in only one thing, and I will have to pick that thing, and I will have to stick with that. Not for a day, not for two, but for my fucking life. And this might sound scary, but this is reality, brother. Like, this is reality. If you really want to become world class at that thing, you have to stick with that. Not for weeks, not for months, but for years. Long fucking years. Day after day after day after day after day after day. And this is why I'm living and promoting this low dopamine, almost like ascetic lifestyle. Because this is how you're able to stay on the track, because you're not distracting yourself with pleasures. Your biggest dopamine hit is coming from your work, and you're just having a balanced life. And this is how you can really find peace of mind. And this is the place, at least what I found, to be the most fulfilling. So just to phrase everything up at the end of this video, time will pass. You can become any fucking one. Just think about the gym example. Just think about your body. Suppose that you want to lose, I don't know, 20 pounds this year. Don't worry, brother, you can do that. But you will have to do the action, and you will have to put in the work every single God-given day. Whether you're putting in the work, whether you're not, the time will pass. And the only thing that you have the control over is whether you're putting in the work or not. And the cornerstone for that, and the basic building stone for that, the foundation for that thing, is discipline. In the very beginning, to stick with that thing, and secondly, to do that thing, to stick with the direction, and to do that thing every single God-given day. So brothers and sisters, this is the principle that I wanted to share with you, and hope it might have inspired you, because it did me too. So click the button under this video, like and subscribe. Love.